Hey everybody, so we're back again with Unscripted. It is still March. We are still in Women's History Month, and we are here with Miss Renee, and she's going to tell us about herself. She's pretty freaking cool. She's one of my besties, and I love her so much. We met in actually Pivot Shift Ahead, and we've been connected ever since. And I'm so excited because we're going to be roomies for Elevate. So this is absolutely awesome. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. Well, Disney
Thanks
World
for
coming up,
calling. I am so
Um,
excited. Can I help you?
uh, Renee Forsythe. I am from colorful Colorado. I live in the South Metro, so meaning Denver, the Denver metro area has about 7 counties, depending on how you count it. And I'm South Central, cover a lot of most all of the territory, all the way from the mountains to the plains, north and south. Um, and my not a huge production person.
Mhm.
The most deals I've done in a year is 30, and the
A
last couple,
lot.
uh, well, and we're lucky with our price point. My average sale is somewhere right around 6 right now because it's dropped a little bit. A median household is 750 in Denver, so it's
Well, coming from Florida, that's a huge difference.
yeah. And luxury still starts at 1 million.
Oh,
I've
wow.
qualified luxury every year for the last 4 or 5. I usually get a couple of those, big ones, and then I deal with first-time home buyers, and I really love that too. And what I've found is that my ideal avatar, my ideal client, is one that will listen. And as simplistic as that sounds, I like to educate. I found that I do that better by asking questions and listening more. And I'm very learning based. I just submitted my first book to the publisher last night. Yay.
Yes, congratulations.
Thanks. 3.5 years in the making. I finally fell in
Amazing.
love with the process of that. And
Mhm.
real estate is really my avenue to fulfill my passion right now of helping people. I've always had this passion to help people. Real estate is a way I can pay bills and do that and still be a single mom with 2 teenage boys and be present in their lives as much as possible. So proud Army mom and just proud boy mom.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's so cool too, and that's such a great way to say it because like that's why I love real estate too. And I think you and I are really like community focused, you know? You're also a wrestling mom like me.
Yeah,
Well, I guess they're not my kids, but they are my kids, right?
yeah, they're your kids.
Yeah. So you understand the wrestling life too. So that's super duper cool. Um, so what's something that you want somebody to know about you specifically, out of all of these agents, and why you are like, I mean, you're just I almost said you're the man. That's not what I mean. You're the woman. So
Whoa.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So why people I get a lot of agent to agent referrals, and
Mhm.
I think I get those because of a couple of things. I'm continually learning and growing. I have a master's in public policy. My underground is in communications, and I really love to get into the nitty-gritty of the different neighborhoods and understand where the development is coming and going and how the reinvestment of state dollars, local dollars, and even school district dollars affect housing values and things like that. So that's one reason. Another reason is I have an extreme amount of grit and I don't quit.
You
So
don't quit. I love it.
I have MS and I've had it for 12 years, multiple sclerosis. It actually affects about 1 out of every 500 people here in the state of Colorado. And so it's really common, but it's a snowflake disease. So it doesn't look the same with anybody, because any two people, because it's an autoimmune disease. Well, throughout the process of that and COVID and all of the things, I ended up in a wheelchair. So I had to find really good people to that that their lane was the pieces of the lane that I could no longer walk down.
Mhm.
So I have an amazing showing agent who has actually gone through Disney training, customer service, and does an amazing job. We have really good communication. I have the absolute best transaction coordinator you could ever have in your life. And I would someday I would love to hire her on full time to be my director of my life, essentially, all of my everything.
I
She
love
is
that.
that detail oriented, watching the dates person. And then, I've got somebody who will co-broke with me when I've got a bigger listing that's got to have more open houses and more signs dropped and things like that. So I have no problem sharing my knowledge and sharing my referral dollars as long as my clients get the best service. And I think that translates really well.
And that's something that I've also loved about you too, is that like you kind of taught me that when I was becoming an agent that like we don't need to do everything ourselves. We can share the wealth. And like, obviously, in the pivot community, we know we pour into each other all of the time. There is no secrets, there's no nothing. Everybody can do, there's so much out here for everybody. But like, you specifically have taught me that, and I just can't thank you enough. So, um,
Okay.
yeah, so you're,
Hopefully, I've taught you a couple of bad habits too.
you did, but it's okay. No, you taught me a lot of stuff, and I really do appreciate that. But that's why, like, it's just important for well, you and I talk about this all the time. It's important for us to like lift each other up, and then like make sure that like I don't know, just make sure that we're good, but also like that our people are good, and then we're working with good people, and you're my good people. So,
I think it's I think it's to our detriment that we make it look too easy sometimes and that we handle
mm,
everything.
yeah,
And by having different team members that handle other stuff, we do make it look easy, but people know that it takes more than one person to do it. And
that's a great
so,
point.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's it's really nice. And then they know that because a lot of times right at the end of the deal, there's something always goes swirly. And
always.
so having me be the negotiator, the contract writer, being able to keep everybody on board, I don't ever feel overwhelmed,
That's cool.
which is nice.
Yeah.
And hopefully my clients don't either. We're very transparent and time and effort and being efficient and being focused for them and
Mm,
walking them through because with such a high price point, affordability is a really big issue here. And
yeah,
then funds and available funds and people's finances, man, people get really touchy about that sort of thing. And
I
so
bet.
making sure that I have a couple of really good lenders that communicate really well, keep us all on the same page to ease that level of stress because it's going to be a very stressful time no matter what. When you're
Amen.
buying
Yeah.
a $750,000 house and you're like, oh my God, this is $750,000 and it's only 1,200 square feet. So
It hurt my whole heart. Like again, like it's wild to me how different, the just state lines, even county lines are just different. So that's super interesting. Um, thank you. That's it. This is what we do. Super quick, super easy, and we do make it look easy, and I love that for us. So thank you so much for doing this, and
yeah,
I'll see you real soon.
see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.